Hey guys, welcome to another video of Kevalicious game reviews, reactions, and just random topics. I'm still working on the name, okay guys? Like I don't know what I want to say it yet. And you'll notice I keep looking this way. Like I'm looking over here and there's this is my second screen and I can see myself while I'm talking. So I get distracted by myself. I'm sorry. So if you're ever wondering why I'm looking that way, that's because of the second screen. Anyway, welcome to another video. This time we'll be talking about, I'm just jumping right on into this video because I'm attaching to another one, is destroyers and tyrants. So I hope you guys enjoy. And I don't want to say bye. I was going to say bye, but I'm not going to say bye. Enjoy. Give you guys a little bit of a showcase of the destroyer. So with the destroyer class, they're all about being beefy and bulldozy. So they're supposed to bulldoze and just run through everything and then get to their target to just destroy their target. That's the whole point of playing this class. I don't know why he does not want to see me. Okay, let's try something else. I'm gonna kill these guys off so I can easily show you. All right, let's do this. So as a destroyer, what's really cool about their class is they have these really cool buffs, and I'll show you here. So they have Force of Nature. They collect these buffs called Momentum. Momentum actually increases your damage dealt. So right now, as you can see, I'm running away. I'm going to use Rage. Every time I get hit, my damage goes up. You'll see here in a sec. I'm blocking it. Well, my damage goes up every time I hit. I don't want to die while I'm fighting. These guys are hit really hard, and I can't solo this unless I protect myself, which I'm doing. They have another skill called Berserker. What it does is it makes me immune to all forms of CC and debuffs for 15 seconds. So for 15 seconds, I can run like extremely fast, go in, and I can't be stopped. So basically, destroyers are like an unstoppable wrecking ball for those first 15 seconds. To be able to help you get to that target, they have no dashes whatsoever and only one range move called Hurricane Blaster that you just saw me cast. That knocks down your opponent. He resisted, but it knocks down your opponent, and then you need to be able to get to your target and shut them down. The way to shut them down is through two different ways. You can either stun them, which is a very short 5-second stun. They can't do anything. Or you can use Crush of Doom, which is very strong. And PvE is about 30% speed reduction. So I'll show you, it lasts for 20 seconds. So for 20 seconds, they run about, I think, 50%. It's a 50% speed reduction. In PvP, it's 80%. That person is not going to get away from you. The Crush of Doom costs 2 momentum. So I need to build it up, right? So my Power Bash and then my Fatal Strike both generates a momentum. Then I can use it to either Crush of Doom, which is more meant for not damage, but for, it does do good damage, but for that CC capability, especially in PvP, it's so strong. Then, if I want to go my full combo and just wreck face, let's say I get to my target, I'm ready to go full ham, I put Rage up, then I want to do Armor Destruction, which reduces 23% of the armor in PvE, then Mega Bash, which increases my P attack and attack speed for a short amount of time, and then I want to go into a combo. I need to build my generation, Crush of Doom, and then go in, and it hits hard. Armor Destruction in PvE does 23% reduction. In PvP, it does 80% for 10 seconds. It's crazy. You're going to destroy whoever it is that you can stay on. So as a destroyer, you have the potential to burst your target insanely powerful. Like, you're extremely powerful. However, after your Berserker's off cooldown, the kiteability and CC potential on you as a destroyer is very high, and your ability to be able to stick on a target is very, very rough unless you're able to get to them and land a Crush of Doom. However, everyone in this game has Strong Will, which is on a 2-minute cooldown, and they can remove your slow and stun if they are a good player. So the important thing is to save your Berserker, your stuns, and your range knockdown for moments where you are out of where you need to use it, right? So if you're getting CC'd, let's say by an archer, and they're getting slowed, you just got rooted, all this stuff, it's rough. You're going to need to be able to try to survive. So as a berserker, your thing is like once you're on your target and you can slow them with Crush of Doom, you're good to go. You want to go into your full combo. You feel very comfortable. In PvE, it's very easy. You just go in, you armor destruction, Mega Bash, crush, and then Fatal Strike and Crush of Doom. Make sure you use Rage off cooldown. Use Force of Nature whenever you need to build more momentum. Let's say that you're running around and there's a mechanic, or maybe there's something that's going on. You can use Force of Nature to build it back up without worry. Start a fight with full momentum. It helps you tremendously with setting up a fight. But after that, you shouldn't have to worry about it anymore if you're able to keep off cooldowns with Power Bash and Fatal Strike. Your momentum use should be pretty easy to keep up with because Armor Destruction requires 3, Mega Bash requires 2, and Crush of Doom requires also 2. So that's pretty much it. You can see here there's Tower of Insolence, which is the new 60 zone. I gave you guys a showcase of the Destroyer, one of my preferred classes right now. They're really, really strong. I don't play them, but I'm really happy with them right now, and I might make one in the future because I love them so much. The Tyrants and Gladiators have been getting a lot of cool buffs. I will show you guys. Actually, I can show you guys right now really quickly. So that is the Destroyer. So let's take a quick look at the Tyrants since we're already here. I'd love to show you guys real quick. Give you guys two class showcases in one video. What are you doing, Kevin? You're crazy. I know. I'm crazy. It's fine. I will show you now. So we have the Tyrant. If I'm in heavy armor, it's going to slow me down tremendously. So I'm going to switch to Zubai light armor so I don't get that penalty, right? Because I don't want to be slow. That's not fun. That's not fun. Cool. So I'm in light armor. Let's do it. I look so good. Oof. Anyway, okay, so I'm going to give myself the skills, and I'm just going to click on them because I don't want to deal with all that. Okay. So, like the Destroyer, Tyrants and Gladiators as well use Force of Nature and Momentum. As you guessed it, they need to keep it up to use their abilities. However, what's different with this class is they have different totems, and they are much faster attack speed, which is cool. I'm going to do a different weapon because I don't want to destroy the mob super quick. I don't need that. Okay, so let's pull something. So Raging Force is a really strong range ability. You can use it to like hit the target from afar, but the main point of it is to actually reduce its defense by 23%. They're not about burst, right? They're more focused on speed and a lot of damage that hits not as hard as the other classes, but they can hit a lot faster and a lot more often. And their key part is this special mechanic that they have, and I'll show you here in a second. Force Blaster puts a stacking debuff called Grievous Wounds on the target. It goes up to 5 stacks. Every additional stack increases the damage up to level 5, and that last stack lasts for 8 seconds and can hit for an insane amount of dot damage. You can see here it's from 53 to 63. Now let me go up to the next one. So now it's 71, and that's that's only stack 3. So let's go to the next one. So this is called Grievous Wounds. Now it's gone up to stack 4. It's at 79, and the last stack is going to be much quicker. So let's see how this goes. 6 seconds, and it's stacked 266 damage, insanely high. It's pretty much almost impossible to keep it up because the cooldown versus the time spent with the duration is too short, but that's the purpose, right? It hits really hard in the last stack, so you're expected to get to that last stack and then keep this off cooldown because you don't want it running off. That's a lot of DPS reduction. You don't want that. So for this class is very similar but a little bit different, so let me explain. Your single target rotation revolves around Hurricane Assault and your Punch of Doom, which also stuns the target like that for a short amount of time, which is awesome. And then you can even stun with Stunning Fist, but that shouldn't be in your main rotation. So while that's on cooldown, you want to use Burning Fist to build your momentum back up, your Force Blaster, which doesn't build momentum, and then you just want to go back into Burning Fist, your Hurricane Assault, and then Force Blaster. That's pretty much your rotation for the whole time. You just want to make sure these 3 are off cooldown, and then if you are able to, so that's pretty much it. You want to be able to keep up, and if you have Force of Nature, you can use Raging Force, which also builds one. I shouldn't have done that. Force Burst, or Force Storm. So you can use Force Storm, go back in, build up your rotation, Hurricane Assault, and then I got more momentum so I can use my AoE skills to just do that little bit extra burst in between my rotations. So my Punch of Doom is about to come off cooldown. Now I'm going to use it, and now I'm at 1, and now I'm going to try to keep up my bleed effects, keep up my Hurricane Assault, my Burning Fists, and I still have 1 left, so I can use Raging Force. Raging Force builds me another one, so I have 2. I can spend it. I'm going to use it on first Force Burst, and then I just got to make sure I keep up with the rest of my cooldowns, and I'm good to go. It's pretty easy. Then you have your cooldowns like Ogre Spirit, which increases your damage, which is really cool. And then Wolf Spirit increases your speed by a ton, and then Bear's Totem actually heals you and gives you a ton of HP. So that would have healed me if I was without HP, and if I wasn't invulnerable like I am now. So it gives me a ton of HP and it heals me for a ton for a short amount of time, for 15 seconds, and after that 15 seconds it all goes away. So it's a really nice defensive cooldown when things get kind of like hairy, right? So now it's gone. I'm back to my normal health pool, and during that time I can just go through my rotation, Punch of Doom. You want to make sure that Raging's up there so that you can get that benefit of reducing their armor, right? And that's pretty much it. That's the rotation of the Tyrants. And they're much more speedier. They don't do crazy burst damage like the Destroyers do, but instead they got like self buffs for a lot of like speed. They have range with their Force Blaster and Raging Force, and then they can bleed their target. They don't need to be face tanking, and they have a lot more mobility than their Destroyers counterparts. So they're much more speedy, and they can be they're a lot more riskier, but pretty rewarding if you're able to play them well. And they can play a lot more safer because of their range capability, unlike their counterpart with the Destroyer. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video today. We went over a lot. We went over some of the new things that have recently come out for L2 Knight. We went over the Destroyer today and the Tyrant. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions or you want to learn more about the server, or what class do you want to see next, just definitely post below. I'll be making some more videos here in the near future over some class designs and just some other topics I wanted to bring up and talk about on my YouTube channel. Hope you guys are excited to hear more, and I look forward to showing you guys more videos in the future. Thanks for stopping by, and hope to see you in game soon. See you guys. Have a good one. Bye. Bye. Bye.